So I made a video about the protests before the protests happened, right? What would happen if you saw someone being murdered and you know that they're going to be murdered and there's like 20 people versus 4 cops, what would happen, right? Well, kind of similar, I guess. There's, whatever, like 30, 40, 50, 60 cops, in that town, and hundreds of protesters and looters. I mean, so we could tell, we now know what happens, I guess. But there's something I wanted to not let pass, and that is the importance of realizing that crisis actors and bad actors and things like that, these exist, all right? So these protests and looting, don't get me wrong, there was protests and looting, right? But the video's being buried. I wish I could fucking find it. I'm hoping that it's still around. But there's a video of this dude, full black, masked up, carrying an umbrella, walking with the hammer and just smashing windows of buildings. And it turns out then he's a cop, an undercover cop, what? Hoping people would loot the stores of all the windows he's breaking? Like, I mean, this is there's video evidence of people following this guy around as he tries to get away from fucking just encouraging people to loot, apparently, and at the very least causing property damage for no reason, right? And these people follow him around. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? And he goes, hey, get out of here or I'll arrest you. It's like, I'll arrest you, bro, you're breaking the law. It's like, oh, I'm a cop, I could break the law. What? So, yeah, like, it's fucked. Like, this whole, I don't approve of this violence. I don't condone the violence. I don't approve of the rioting, I was just trying to have a thought experiment with a question, right? And now that all this has happened and we see how it plays out, I mean, holy shit. I couldn't believe it. The video, it's like, I couldn't believe it. This dude, I mean, like, they're literally, so it's bad enough we had all these violent protests, right? It's bad enough. You never want violent protests. You always, 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 always want peaceful protests, right? So it's bad enough we had that. But on top of that, now we have cops, or at least this one cop, actively trying to make it worse. And, does he have no friends at the precinct? Is he the crazy racist one at the precinct? Or is he the one that has friends and has people that might cover for him? Or does he have friends that went out and did this as well? Like, there's just way too many questions, and this whole situation is fucked. Is so fucked. And I just really hope America doesn't burn to the ground before we can get a new president. I really just hope it doesn't burn to the ground. Fuck.